Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another edition of The Greatest Things Ever Said, where I pull a line or a quote from that's brilliant and profound and has affected me deeply. And this one's from the novel 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It's it's a line in which Aureliano's pursuing Petra, and he says that he tried to make her love him, and in doing so, ended up falling in love with her. Just imagine that. Think of that line that he tried to make her love him, and in doing so, ended up falling in love with her. And the reason I think that's really profound is it's a good way to think about your search for God and for the miraculous in nature. And you know, if when you try your absolute best to be the kind of person that Christ says you should try to be, I'll wager that you'll end up knowing God. You'll know how much He loves you. You'll know His grace, and you'll know the power of His presence. There's there's much more to find in the miraculous than merely seeking evidence in that way. The evidence is obtained by putting it into practice. And this is where there's commonality between the scientific methods and the Christian method, actually. It's It's putting theories to the test that produces the results. And the real discovery of the miraculous, it turns out, is in trying to put Christ's words into practice. And that's why we talked about last time St. Anselm's famous line, I do not seek to understand that I may believe, but I believe in order that I may understand. So, I don't know anybody, say for the occurrence of illness or disease, who adhered to the two principal instructions for health, but good food intake and physical exercise, who didn't become fitter and healthier. And similarly, if you take Christ's two principal commandments, love God and love neighbor, I don't know anybody who has dedicated their life to these two commandments and been mindful and diligent in carrying them through, who on a year by year basis is not smarter, wiser, more moral, kinder, more generous, more confident, more positive, more active with others, and a better all round person in experiencing the wonders of a relationship with Christ. Find any number of people who best demonstrate an understanding of the two principal commandments, folk who genuinely love Christ and love the neighbor and who show that diligence in living by those principles. And you'll find the miraculous too in a way that you won't by looking for, burning bushes and parting seas in nature currently. Besides, what makes people think they're in a position to enter into a relationship with the creator of the universe without paying proper regard for who he is? What makes them think they could even handle the understanding of the miraculous without first desiring to know the creator himself, and what their own self means in relation to God's grace, love, and goodness? Seeking truth isn't half-hearted. It's if you want the truth, you have to want it all, and that's going to mean a complete transformation of our whole selves into something altogether more spectacular. And that's why I think that quote's really profound in a different context. He tried to make her love him, and in doing so, ended up falling in love with her. It's a really profound observation and has lots of wisdom for our own application in life too. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe, and you'll see more in the future. Thank you very much.